And I like that movie of Soldiers, Kurt Russell, which shows how the human part of the issue is so great. So, but best of them all was this artificial intelligence. I think Steven Spielberg. What a movie was this one. My God, the truth, if it can be told this way, it's so beautiful. The whole story of this artificial intelligence is that man who is natural is made to love. When he fails to love, he finishes and abolishes in the earth. But a robot is artificial, but is made to love and follows that. Finally finds eternity. It's amazing, the impact, the things of that. Or documentaries, you know. This Mr. Moore makes good documentaries, or others as well. I like the Tomb of Christ. I think James Cameron did it. What a fantastic documentation. I totally learned a lot of things. Never knew those things. See, all of them is just the effort of the humanity towards a betterment. I never heard from the Jewish filmmakers. They're the great ones. Why don't you make a movie from King Cyrus? The greatest emperor ever the planet has seen. Enacted the human laws, the father of the United Nations. His sayings right now kept in British Museum. He's the one who finished Nebuchadnezzar, emancipated the Jews at that time, some 2,000, 3,000 years ago. No movie of him is made. Strange. You know, but look at this movie that Mr. Gibson made from Christ. I don't know. It represents him, himself, and the hatred he has towards the Christ. You know, the truth is that Romans, they lashed Christ, very few of them. Not at all. Not that much at all. Especially Romans, they didn't want to do it. The whole movie shows some gruesome beating of Christ, that his small body, he would not take those blows even for 5 minutes and he would die. The entire movie is trying to stress on the fact that Christ suffered so much and people were so cruel. If people are capable of doing that to the Christ, they could never have been Christian. Roman were the first. It's absolute lie, blasphemy, prostituting the idea of the Christ to make money. $500 million. Shame on you, Mr. Gibson. Okay? And others, they're making this Exorcist, Dracula's movie. I like Bollywood. Their movies are totally stupid compared to yours. But there's something about it. It is all about humanity. In all of their movie, they make people to laugh a bit. They also make them to cry. The movie has a moral story in which humanity succeeds in whatever way or shape they're expressing it. So they make their money. But imagine if they would come and create these horror stories that you do in a very real way, the whole India would be disturbed, you know. I'm so glad they are responsible people. Their movie, though, has other problem because it doesn't want to deal with the reality and the life in India and the poverty and whatnot. That's the problem. So, the problem, as I said, I have with this spread of fancy imagination with a real, actual, true expressions, making it to look real, Spider-Man or Batman or whatever. You are making the population not to be able to think, brothers and sisters. You're not, you know. Otherwise, there's no doubt. There are a lot of you are out there that I totally adore and respect, such as Marlon Brando, George C. Scott. Well, Jane Fonda. That's a responsible artist. And today, Mr. Clooney. I congratulate him on his effort in Darfur. Or Brad Pitt. Sean Penn. I know few, but there are lots of them. See, this is what a responsible artist is. They're a part of humanity, they're suffering with them, and the movies that they make is not all that a spread of BS, basically. Not all of it anyways. Most of it is good with these guys. So, the same situation is with the sports people. At least, for some reason, Western people, when a sportsman does something, little thing wrong, that Mike felt, what, he did just one joint to smoke? That's it, he was finished because of what he did. Which is a simple divorce by this golfer. People let him go. The same, they cannot do it to the people in Hollywood and the writers and authors and all that. Stephen King, you know. So, enough of the artist. Some of them are artists, the rest of them are fartists. So, I'll talk a little bit about the philanthropist. I have to be careful here because I'm talking about people like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and many of them in the world right now. God bless them. They are trying to do the best they can. But are these things effective? If I tell you they're abstracting the truth, they're in the way. They're in my way. They're in the way of God. They would be offended to hear this, because in all the books of God says, okay, go and help this and that and that. Even Baha'ullah says, when a rich man spends money for the others, the whole world is illuminated by him. But I'm just giving you a scenario. I'm the member of the government of God and the earth. The way the system goes, people make mistakes and an AIDS virus gets mutated. This will kill a lot of people, but will bring with it a solution that there has to be family relationship, there has to be proper sexual partnerships and all that. We watch this. We did not create, or pointing the combination for AIDS virus. We didn't. AIDS virus is a possibility. People just kicked the material into that possibility and its possibility came out. If they all had one partner, that would never happen. That more partner, that partner with other, you could say the whole America is all plumbed together. Every disease from one was traveling everywhere. Okay? And no part of the area that they will look themselves as one, except when it comes to sex. It's just the whole US and Canada and others are all like one big, huge thing. It's all connected together. Saddest story, eh? Not in any other areas. They're very, loner and they don't have no tolerance for anybody to see them. They don't enjoy each other's company. Thanks to Hollywood. But I'm just telling you that. So, I'm watching. Give you another example. I'm dentist. I've already said to these people, to my patients, before they become patient, this is the brush, this is toothpaste, you gotta brush your tooth, and so on and so forth. They don't do it. Now they have rotten tooth coming to me. I can fix them permanently, put something else, then they know. But they're afraid of going under the surgery. Oh, this is hurting, this and that. All of a sudden, this gentleman, out of the kindness of heart, comes and says, no, 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 you do not need to go under the surgery. Poor guy. Don't hurt him. I got here some OxyContin for you. I got some Tylenol 3 for you. The patient gets the Tylenol 3 and OxyContin. Says, hey, I feel good. Here goes. What do I think of that guy who's doing that to me and doing to the people? This tooth is rotten. You're giving it Tylenol? It needs surgery. So you're trying to find a solution for AIDS? Okay. But the way these people are going, they're going to do the next one. Yeah, another one mutates by this behavior. Because now they learn, hey, AIDS even cannot kill us. Now I'm allowed to go and sleep around with anybody I want. I got the vaccine. The next sets of, virus will be mutated. Because mankind has to be saved. And this is the way the nature works. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and millions will die under that airborne virus that just kills people. Why? Because somebody created a vaccine for AIDS for these people. They learned that they could still have the same manner of sexuality they have. He himself does not sleep around with anybody in the world. Nobody, just his wife. But yet, he says to the people, I know it was a mistake. I'm just going to create a vaccine for you. Go ahead, have the same way you want to have the sexualities with others. So what do I say? I'm the doctor, I'm looking the scene. I know he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart. But boy, oh boy, he's in my way. Just like the little kids in the house, she's entangling this way and that way, doesn't let me to do my job. You be the judge of it yourself. I'm not going to say any more about that. But you have to know the source of the problem. Where is it coming from? And go sincerely fix it. And if you fix one country, let's say Djibouti, talk to the government, to the people. Mr. Gate can do that. Let's just prove it to the people by helping them, enabling them. Don't give them money, have artesian wells, whatever you have to do. Stop the progress of the sand, desert. Change the country, make it productive. Let it be an example for the other countries to follow suit. You can never, ever find cure for disease the way they are manufacturing and mutating right now. Nature is evolving them so fast because of the crooked way of our understanding of life is. You can never. And even if you're doing what you're saying to God, to me he's representative. That I'm wasting my time here, coming and talk. So people can follow this infidelity, that AIDS is nothing. It caused the little children to get destroyed because of this infidelity in the marriage and because of the lack of proper classes, how to be a husband, how to be a wife, what this entails, and how far away you are from being a husband or a wife. You're totally like a wild weed to change you. Like you can't change, don't even marry and have children, for God's sake. Don't hurt yourself, in other words. The very foundational issues are missing. But he says to me, who the hell are you? Who are you? You damn Iranian, you're coming there. You think I'm anybody. If you think you have money and the money that you've earned brought you there, brother, 1,000,000,000,000,000,000 trillion times more successful it is for me to say what I say today in all of these videos. You do not know what is involved to get to that measure of understanding. I did not have my time to get the money. My machine of mind was thinking about people and about the countries and about the planet. I had no time to have any other passion and love in my head and brain. But if I'm capable of this, becoming trillionaire is nothing. I know many thousands of ways right now. But all of them is unethical to me. See? I'll let you guys do that. I'll do something else. But I just brought it to you. If I had an opportunity to talk to you more than this, I would prove to you what is the consequence of what you do in this planet. Every department of the help you do, it has negative effect, my friend. I don't know you. I'm not against you. I'm thinking, if you don't accept me, just go and do what you're doing. But boy, oh boy, you need serious consultation if you want to help. You think help is that easy? Okay. Scientists are the same things. Today they are. In the past they were not. None of the scientists of the past, such as Einstein or Max Planck or Werner Heisenberg, name them. They never had these PhDs in academic that you have. But they were great scientists, you know, like George Mendel, the father of genetics. But they had something in their art those days. It would not wave from it. They could not change them to do something. One of them was Nobel. He went and did all this thing. And he was so remorsed from creating all this explosives that he spends all his money all his life to create peace. The apology, by the way, that is not acceptable. All right. The only way that apology will be acceptable is that mankind has stopped using his method. But he opened the door and people went on and did it. So the capitalists, the materialists, the imperialists, they want to kill themselves too, like a big shark. They want to eat all the fish in the lake and then there's nothing in for them. We as an artist, as a scientist, we become their means. We have to be careful. If there's no other way as a scientist, you're doing something that you have to do, watch, wait for the opportunity to come, blow the whistle and get out of there. Like that guy, there was a movie, Insider. You see how he came out and talked about nicotines and what is involved in smoking? That's a true scientist. That's what scientists have to be. They're stopping on the outside and making mockery of the church, of the religions and all that, that they're the cause of all the problem in the world and this ideology, stupidity and whatnot. You yourself are a part of it. You're the biggest contributor of all. You know, science is not going to make you wise. There's no difference between a butcher and an engineer or a doctor. If they don't have a protocol of humanity in their way to do things properly, you know. So, mankind is helpless. Their politicians are all bastards, stupid, foolish. Their religious figures, they're all hypocrites, shysters, charlatans. The scientist, artist, philanthropist are the one that they could look as a model to. And you guys are also up there. Why can't Mr. Clooney also? He's not a stupid. He knows the effect of a lot of movies. Him and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, Susan Sarandon, Sean Penn, and few artists get together on behalf of the public. They create a rating, and to say that that movie is harmful. Nothing else, just that. So let the public hear it. A club and a team of 50 filmmakers, they're against this kind of a subject and this kind of a movie. They feel it's bad for the psyche of the children and everybody else. You know? What can you do that? You want to tell them that, yeah, we have this, that, you know, rating A, rating S, rating R. No. That's not enough. That's a free groups of the artists themselves to come up and say that, yes, we're not approving this movie. Let those makers, they know they're going to get affected by you. And they make good damn movies. That's helpful to the mind. Give people, you know, some ideas. It seems there's no other leaders, you know. People are not going to listen to me. I'm like a Titan galaxy, too far away. You seem to be like a sun in the sky. Everyone looks at you. So, I thought I had to have a word with you guys. Because in a way I'm one of you. I am one of the philosophers, scientists, artists, you know. Thanks God I'm not a philanthropist. Don't want money. Because it's hard to spread money. I'd rather spread the truth and thoughts and mind. It is up to you to listen to these things and help me out if you want. We can change the planet. It's very easy. We have all the means. But the way it's going right now, it's very bad. Artists are seriously powerful in doing that. Bigger than politicians, bigger than philosophers. Oh. All right. Ciao.